Dawkins Family Farm. I'm Julie and this is the greenhouse. Today we are sowing seeds for the meadow. We have a flower meadow here. It is a U-cut flower farm for those that are new, and we are hoping for flowers late June and to pour on the coals into July and August and just be a field of flowers to welcome people out to enjoy the nature, to pick flowers, unique blooms, and just to enjoy their families and friends and in a beautiful environment. So that's the goal, but in order to have that, we have a lot of seeds to start sowing. Sorry for the wind in here. It is definitely a plastic greenhouse, and it is a windy day in Oklahoma, but nothing compared to Friday. Friday, we had gusting winds up to 50 miles an hour, and I felt like the greenhouse was going to flip over. We had landscape beds out in the meadow that were flying, literally 25 feet off the staples were being pulled, and landscape road cover was just flying everywhere. Poor seedlings were being yanked out of the ground. It was everything they say about farming. On a day like that where it's super challenging, and why would anyone do that? It was super discouraging, and it's a moment you're like, are we really committed to this or not? And we decided that we were, as I threw my body down on the fabric to try to keep it from flying into neighbors' trees, and called Grant, and he called his parents. His parents came over and helped me just roll up the fabric and tie it down in order for us to get a handle on the situation. But thankfully, most things were spared around here. Unfortunately, some people in other parts of the area, Arkansas, Illinois, those kind of places where tornadoes came. In Oklahoma City area, we had wildfires spread, and a whole community of houses were destroyed. So we're very thankful for the situation that we find ourselves in, and are just praying for the rebuild of the people who just really were devastated by the acts of nature and the windy weather that has come our way this spring. But we are another day here in the greenhouse, and today we are working on sunflowers. So I'm sowing a plat of sunflowers. These are branching sunflowers, so they will be they're more the cut and come again type of sunflower. In other words, you cut it and it will branch another branch, and more sunflowers will come, and they're a smaller variety, which is great for bouquets. Sometimes you can get regular sunflowers that grow taller than your head, and seed heads that are just enormous. It's like, have you ever seen those kids who walk around the fair with those lollipops that have a swirl on it and the giant stick, and they're like eating it? It's like the size of their face. Yeah, you can get sunflowers that are exactly that size. And so it's fun to see little toddlers walking around with giant heads of sunflowers. They don't really work perfect in a bouquet. So we have the one cut. You plant one seed, you get one flower type of sunflowers. They're pollenless. They're called Pro-Cut. They're specialty. And we have those, and then we also have the branching type. So Sunday is sunflower sowing day. So that's what we're doing today. So we're just taking our little seeds, pushing them down in a flat here, about 1/2 inch. And it's kind of a repetitive job, but it's also fun to be out in a warm greenhouse, getting to enjoy those things too. So we'll put all these seeds in, and then we'll wet down the tray, and in a couple days they should be germinated and growing. You can hear the roosters in the background, maybe over all this wind. They like to remind us they're here. So here is a flat of sunflowers that we planted probably 2 weeks ago. Let's see. Yep. So these are the Pro-Cut orange. And then we have double click and Pro-Cut white light. So that is a whole flat of those. And those look great and are coming along. Let's see what else we have. Here's sunflowers last week that we planted. So these are a week old sunflowers, and then these are 2 weeks. And these are the ones that are being started today. So you can just kind of see the different progression So today is April 2nd, and we have until, well, April 19th is our last official frost date here. So we still have, what, 17 more days, which I guess is just a little over 2 more weeks. So in 2 weeks, these sunflowers will be ready to be planted out into the meadow, and they will get on their growing journey from there. And then hopefully it only takes, let's see, the branching ones, they always say on the actual package, it takes 60 days to germinate, or to sunflower, to make their bloom. So about a month of that will already be done, and then a month to go and we'll start having sunflowers. So I'm really hoping like late May, maybe, sunflowers will be on. So that will be super fun. I can't wait.
Hey guys, we're planting asparagus on top of our flower meadow and things. We're planting our spring garden here, and one thing I've been wanting for a long time is asparagus. We had that at our old house, and we wanted to recreate it here, and we have a lot more space. So we ordered some asparagus crowns from a distributor, and they just came in this week. Took a little push plow and made a furrow through there, and then I took my hoe and I cleaned out the furrow and dug down a little bit. And now I'm gonna water this first, but then I'm gonna go back and fill all the furrow back in. I'll show you what a crown looks like. This is what a crown, an asparagus crown looks like.
Looks like a giant octopus.
It does. It's a little creepy. But this is what it looks like, and each one of these is where one of the stems will come out, and we won't be able to harvest this year, and maybe not even much next year, but the year after that's when they will really start producing. Some of the people who've been around a long time will say to plant the crowns on the heel inside the furrow, but new studies show that you don't have to do that. You can just lay them out like that, and they'll produce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 6 or so crowns. You like asparagus?
I like asparagus.
And asparagus is even good if